Really just needed a work truck, and I'm just gonna destroy this thing. So like little tiny nicks like that, I don't really care. There's like a little tiny you guys can see a little dimple. Don't care. This thing's gonna be a pile of rubble by the time I'm done with it. But this is like a little dent in the front bumper right there. It's got a couple scratches. Overall, it's pretty good though. Full size bed. 4-wheel drive. Back was clean. Yeah, this will do. First drive in the truck. Feels good. Just driving around Michigan, or wherever the hell I am. I know I'm still in Michigan, but I'm outside of Detroit. I'm in like the suburbs, wherever this is. But yeah, everything feels good. Cloth interior. It's just a basic, truck. 52,000 miles. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen the price of trucks recently, but so I did talk them down. I talked them down to 16.2. Again, it's 52,000 miles. I'm just gonna use it for work, and I'll write the whole thing off. So. And I don't care that it has a couple like scratches and dings or whatever. It's a 2019. I'm not buying brand new because brand new is like 60 grand where I live. And it all ends up in the same place. Do not spend your money, unless it's like a collector's item, don't spend your money stupidly on vehicles. Unless it's like I said, unless it's like a, one-off 911 or like a supercar that you plan to hold for a really long time, and you love driving and like that's your thing, spend the money on improving your life. But if you're just gonna have a pickup truck and destroy it like I do for work, don't bother. It's not worth spending big money. I hate when I go to the lumber yard and I see these guys with they have $100,000 Denali pickup truck, and then they put like all their tools and shit in it, and it just looks weird. They don't use like ladder racks. They put like blankets and stuff down, and I'm like, you work in construction, but they don't want to scratch anything, right? Because they know how much they spent on it. And I'm like, well, that was kind of stupid. You could have saved that and bought something like buy a piece of crap and then destroy the piece of crap and keep the nice thing. I don't know, it just never made sense to me. Just getting into Sandusky, Cleveland, Ohio area in the new truck. And I'm reminded of something, and that would be Tommy Want Wingy. If you guys remember Tommy Boy, Chris Farley, unfortunately, rest in peace. Hilarious. I wish we still had people like that in this world that genuinely were funny, because now the people in Hollywood just really aren't funny. On another note, there's nothing here. Yeah, nothing. I see a bunch of corn. That's about it. I don't even see, I thought for sure I was gonna see like cattle farms, and there's nothing. I was hoping I could throw, a bull in the back of the truck, because there's plenty of room back there, but there's nothing but nothingness. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. People that, at least in my Discord, or people that we trade with, people that are in the equities market, I was thinking for some reason there's a massive concentration, especially around coastal cities, but Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Miami, New York, California, there's some in Hawaii, maybe a little bit in Texas. That's pretty much it, is where you're gonna find, and obviously like the major cities in the Midwest. Chicago, you're gonna have a lot of traders in Chicago. It makes sense. Outside of those areas, though, I've noticed that it kind of drops off a cliff. Like, you don't really find people in the middle of the country that are in equity markets. And I think it has to do with, like, I live on Cape Cod. I live in an island, right? We don't have cattle farms. We don't have, you have to get a special permit if you want chickens. Right? Same thing in Miami. There ain't no cattle farms in Miami. The rest of Florida, yes. But Miami, not so much. But I was just thinking, as I'm driving through Ohio, right, and there's cornfields, what are these people gonna do with an extra stock in Google or Tesla? Or you drive through parts of Idaho. I've been to Boise, it's not that great, okay? These people are looking for acres, okay? Or, more lamb or whatever. The entire mindset is different versus people that live in coastal cities. Like, we don't have the big agriculture, we don't have the water supply, we don't have the acres of land, so we invest in equity markets. Obviously the leverage in equity markets is significantly higher than, I don't really know how you would leverage cattle, because it's not my expertise, so I don't want to necessarily speak about it, because I just don't know. I'm sure there has to be a way. Obviously, you could trade commodities in the equity markets that are involved in, ranching or corn, soybean, cocoa. I understand those are tradable commodities. But as far as like people that live here in the middle of the country, it's just not a thing. I don't know if it's better or worse. I don't know. Just something to think about. This is vlog 2, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. I decided I'm going to take the southern route through southern Pennsylvania. I was thinking about going up to Niagara Falls, New York, Niagara Falls. I also learned that people in Michigan, or if you abut Canada, that you can get a special, like, American flag thing on your license. Massachusetts people don't have this, but you can get a special thing on your license that allows you to, like, commute through Canada. The guy at the dealership was showing me, he literally had an American flag on his license. He can just drive through. He doesn't have a passport. You can drive in and out of Canada. So it was kind of cool. It might be just a Michigan state thing. I don't really know, because I've never heard of it before until he showed me it. So that's new. Other than that, I'm going to take the southern route through Pennsylvania down by Allentown, and I'm hoping I can find. Every time I'm in Pennsylvania, I try to, like, stop off at the local what do you call it? Like a little Amish communities, and grab like honey and like fresh baked goods, and they're so much better than anything you can buy in the store. So, and I like to support like the local community. So that's it. We'll check with you guys later.